From Forex Traders Daily, this is your daily analysis with Ross Mullins, live from Richmond, Virginia.
Hello everyone, this is today's video analysis for February 24th, 2016. In today's video, we're going to be taking a look at the NZDUSD, the New Zealand dollar, versus the US dollar for today's trade analysis. But first, a recap of a couple of the trade suggestions made over the past few days. First off, starting here on the USDCHF, yesterday's trade analysis was looking for a buy on the dip into the support zone. The support zone is the green shaded area you see here in the middle of the chart. We had resistance here, congestion here on the left-hand side. It was underneath it. It broke above it. The expectation was to buy on any dips down into it. So we took a buy right around 99.35 yesterday. It dipped lower, came very close to the stop loss, and made its way back up. So as it pushed back up towards the 99.50 level, giving us an opportunity to go ahead and just jump out of this trade because it just didn't do what we wanted it to do. We were hoping for a hold here at the green zone and a bounce back up to the pink zone, and it didn't do what we wanted it to do. So I went ahead and closed the trade out with a small amount of profit, about 10 pips of profit, just to get out of the trade and look for something that I'm a little bit more confident in. The good news is yesterday's AUDUSD trade has been significantly profitable. You can still see it going down at the very bottom of my chart. 72.50 was the sell price. We're sitting right around 71.55 or so, 96, 100 pips of profit as it continues to pressure lower. We go down to the 4-hour time frame. The sell was up here at the yellow shaded area at the very top of the chart. So up here was the opportunity to go short at the resistance. You can see it hesitated for a little bit of time here in the orange zone, giving you some opportunity to close some profit if you were looking to do that. Of course, our next target is now the blue zone. You can see underneath the orange zone back here, it goes down to the blue zone, so that's the next target. Of course, if it continues to pressure even through that blue shaded area, we could even look for this much deeper, all the way back down here towards this green shaded area as the next target. So what we could do is protect profit, move your stops to break even or better on the trade. That's the first thing to do. Maybe close some more profit as it touches into the blue shaded area if you have the ability to do that. But continue to follow the trade as it heads down on back down. If it can break again through this blue zone, we'll look for the continuation down towards the mid 7,000s for the Australian dollar. All right, now moving on over to the NZD, keeping with that theme about going short on the Aussie dollar, we're looking at the New Zealand dollar as a potential opportunity to do that as well. We can see the blue box here on the daily time frame, but first thing I need to remind you of is the long-term trend. This pair has been in a long-term trend for quite a long time. We zoom it in a couple of times on the weekly time frame. Take a look. The past 1, 2, 3, 4 weeks, we've been stuck inside this blue box, finding support at the bottom, resistance at the top. We're attempting, once again, to break out underneath that range in the direction of the longer-term trend. Back down to the daily time frame. There it is again. We can see the market coming back down, attempting, again, to break out underneath our range and the 6,600 level. We've seen it before, here and here and here and here and here. It's attempted this before. So we want to be sure of it. The way we're going to be sure of it and the way we're going to look for a real breakout rather than a false breakout is we look for an open and close, a single candle body that breaks out underneath the support level. That means here on the daily time frame, we actually have to wait another day or so before we can actually get a significant open and close underneath there. It obviously is not a good time to go long because we're underneath the support level, and it really doesn't give you confidence to go long when it's pressuring underneath the support level. We're still looking for a selling opportunity. So what we're going to do is look for an open and close underneath, maybe a retest even underneath that yellow shaded area, and that becomes the selling opportunity. So the first thing we have to see is that open and close. Well, I'm going to take it down to the 4-hour time frame, and I'm actually going to look for the open and close on the 4-hour time frame. We can see the current 4-hour candle just again peaking underneath that yellow shaded area, just underneath the 6,600 level. I need it to stay under there. Open and close underneath here is going to give me a little bit more confidence that it's going to continue to pressure lower back down towards this green shaded area at the very bottom of the chart. An open and close. I think of it like a speed bump. Just like when you're approaching a speed bump in your car, you wait for all 4 wheels to get on the other side before you accelerate again to the next barrier in the road. So in this case, again, we need an open and close, all 4 wheels underneath the yellow zone before we can expect acceleration to the next barrier, which is the green shaded area. If we get that open and close, selling on rallies into the yellow zone underneath 6,600, as close as possible to that will be our opportunity for a trade. We'll look for our risk just above the yellow zone, or stop loss would be just above the yellow zone in that case, because we know that if it gets back above it, the tendency for this currency pair is to go back up towards the orange shaded area. So open and close under the yellow zone, rally back into it, Selling opportunity to target back down into the mid to low 6500s. Risk is just above the yellow zone today for the NZDUSD.
From Forex Traders Daily, this has been your daily analysis with Ross Mullins. If you would like to get Ross's analysis on all the currency pairs he's watching and all the trades he takes today, join him in his live trade room by clicking on the link below. Please leave any comments you have about today's video in the comments section below.